Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Roly's Retro Room, where I am not Roly.
No, you are not. I am Roly, your
And I'm Tony.
host with the most. And that is my co-host over there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that way, yes.
Yes,
Tony. And down there below us is the man that makes it all happen. The man with the plan, the producer, the original DJ Mikey Mix.
Thank you.
What's up, everybody?
I want to welcome everybody to Roly's Retro Room podcast, where we talk about retro TV, shows, video games, movies, toys. What else? Music. We haven't done music, have we?
Not yet.
We got the music. I think the next one we're gonna do music.
Yeah, we definitely
we got
some
a lot
good
of stuff lined up today, but music definitely. I mean, we have essentially a DJ down there that basically his entire life is music. But
See,
funny thing is, we record these on Thursdays, and every time, for the most part, I think the last 4 episodes we recorded, I've been fresh out of the movie theater watching a movie. So I just watched Freakier Friday without doing anything and not running my mouth too much or making too much space about it. If you like the original, the second one is great. Like super fun time. Like I was cracking up. It's a great movie. Like I have nothing bad to say about it other than it was just a really fun time. So definitely Freakier Friday, definitely a good movie. Go check it out.
Hey, I'll go check it out. I definitely like the original. You know, I think Jamie Lee Curtis was a good actor, still is a good actress of her time. So I'm sure she killed it in this one too.
Yeah. Well, she's funny. They're all funny, and it plays on nostalgia a little bit, but it's not like a lot of other movies that they overdo it. There's like 2 or 3 little elements, and that's it. But anyways,
we were having a discussion before we started recording about all the changes that have happened this week in media, and it's some of the iconic things that have happened this week. Like ABC is now not affiliated with Channel 10 anymore, but I digress.
Yes,
well,
they're now with 7.
I'm definitely gonna what?
Yep. Yeah. So ABC, Channel 10 did not renew their contract with ABC. So ABC has now moved to its own channel, Channel 18, and now is on Channel 7.2, which is a Fox affiliate.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Very interesting. It is a very interesting time in media.
Yeah, and Channel 10 is now an independent market.
Of course, if my phone rings.
It's okay.
So,
it happens.
It's fine. It's not like we're live. Maybe you should put your phone on pleasure. I mean, vibrate.
Well, some people are on emergency bypass, so even if it's on vibrate, it rings.
Quick little haul update of things I picked up, because as you know, this room is built on tons and tons of thrifting. Little eBay here, little Mercari there, but a lot of Goodwill, thrift stores, and Facebook Marketplace. So let me present to you what we've got. I got some music finds, and I picked up some CDs. This is actually one that I've picked up a few times.
Nice. Kid Rock.
Ball with the Ball. Then we have, I gotta take the price tag off, but that is Shakira.
Nice.
And this is a classic.
Oh, yes, of course.
Selena. I was actually talking about her recently with my girl, and then all of a sudden, like I summoned Sierra's CD. And then no one's more iconic, a 90s pop star than
Britney Spears.
The Blockbuster section back there.
Oh, what you got in the VHS section?
I think you're a fan of this movie as much as I am. Hackers?
Yes.
And then the old, I didn't know, well, I think you said too, Bring It On VHS.
That surprised me. I thought that would have been only on DVD, because I think when Bring It On came out, it was around the DVD realm that it was coming
2000 and 2001. So VHSs were still,
yeah.
I saw it and I couldn't pass it up, even though I actually have a few of these already.
That's actually in pristine condition. I like that.
This one's really good condition. And then, complete coincidence, these 2 items. So I've been looking for this one for a while, and I found it. I'm like, oh crap, I have to get Small Soldiers.
Small Soldiers, bro. That was such a great movie.
Awesome movie. But I go to the back of the thrift store and I start looking through toys and stuff like that. I don't know if these donations were related. A tin 1998 lunchbox.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
It has a sticker on here. This thing cost me 50 cents.
Nice.
So, and I got some plushies, and they're like they labeled them like $2. And you were on the phone with me when I was talking to the guy, and he like didn't want to be there, and he's just like, you know what, bro, don't worry about it. And he like priced them down to 50 cents. These plushies were like 100% brand new with tags and everything. So,
wow, nice.
But those are for the business, so
cool.
But yeah, those were my thrift pickups this week. Basically, some videos and CDs, and yeah. What do we got on the docket today, boys?
Oof. We got video game spotlight of the week. We got a couple of memes for meme of the week. And I think our first segment coming up, we got Power Ranger toys. As you can see, look at that. Look at that.
I wonder why that guy's here.
I wonder that. Who is that? Is that Jason?
That Jason? Not Rocky. That's Jason.
Not Rocky. Jason, the original Red Ranger. Look at that. Yeah, man. So I figure we talk about Power Ranger toys, and who better than you, my man, to talk about them? Because I don't think we could show some pictures, and we'll show a commercial here and there, but you got some banger toys there, bro.
Power Rangers was huge in all kids in the early 90s because we were all riding the wave of Ninja Turtles. Like Ninja Turtles was probably our biggest thing. And then all of a sudden in August in 1993, this show premiered. I remember where I was when it premiered. I was at my cousin's house. I slept over at my cousin's house. And I think it came on right after X-Men. So we watched X-Men, like, oh, get ready for the first episode of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. This thing aired, and my cousins and I did not know what to do with ourselves. We're just like, what the hell was that? We need to like watch that again. You can't rewind, you can't go back. Like we needed more. We ran outside and started fucking jump kicking and tornado kicking and trying to remember the show so we could reenact it. But anyways, we'll talk about the show another day. The toys for this show destroyed all sales. I believe the leading toy sales was Ninja Turtles, obviously.
Yeah.
Barbies, obviously, where it was huge on the market for girls and stuff like that. But the second Power Rangers toys came out from Bandai, they cannot keep these things on the shelves. So much so, on the show, they would do scenes where they morph. And they sometimes would run out of props or would lose the props, the morphers.
Yeah.
So they would send somebody on like the production team, go to a Toys R Us and buy some morphers because we don't have any. And they're like, no Toys R Us has any morphers. They're all sold out.
That's how it was.
That's how crazy this was, that the production team couldn't find toys in toy stores because they ran out of morphers. And then they had to make like some clay ones. But
got it.
The toys for the Power Rangers back then, it was so crazy. And actually, do we have the very first
first commercial? So. Yeah, I believe so.
Let's play that down there so people could see the craziness that was the commercials.
Yeah, and then I mean, look at this thing. This brings back so many freaking memories.
Dude, the second
the morphing is crazy. I don't know what's going on there.
That was crazy. The second this commercial played, I needed it.
Everybody needed it. Everybody, bro.
The luckiest kid in the world in 1993.
Right there, bro.
So here's the thing about those toys that appealed to us. We were playing with Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles were about 6 inches, right?
Yeah.
No jokes. They were about 6.5 inches. You know, awesome toys. Loved them to death. G.I. Joes, a little bit smaller, held together by a rubber band. You know, still love them to death. But then these bad boys, look how like big this thing is to my head.
It's a good size. Yeah, it's a good size.
And it's just like it just towers over all your toys. And like the quality of toy that is now. Articulation, but it's just an in 1993, of course, an impressive toy. Like this thing is beautiful. The color on it is so great. Like all of them look like that. So these things were like popping. Then they decide, let me get Buddy back in frame here. There you go. Look at you all. He's looking at you like, bro, you better get me in here. Then they hit us. Do you remember Ninja Turtles had like 30 different versions of Turtles? One that would flip, ones that would shoot pizza, ones that had like storage, one that would talk with the thing. Okay. So we got our first version of the Power Rangers that did something. And these were the toys that morphed. Head switched. And that was, we got the big ass action figure over here. This thing is awesome. And then they're like, oh, this one's a little bit smaller, but look what it could do. I actually have Homeboy right here. He's out of frame. Jason.
Look at that.
And then it's morphin' time. And there you go. Blown away.
Bro, the ingenuity, how they did that.
This technology. This right here was, oh my God. It morphed. Yeah, now,
for sure.
Here's the thing. This one, you press that and it goes that. Now you want him to go back to regular. You have to press the thing, twist it. Not that much crazy work, right?
Yeah.
Great toy. Love him. He actually goes back to my 90s shelf. But recently, they released some new ones from Playmates. And they're a little bit bigger. Let me show you a comparison. It's a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Not that crazy.
Okay.
Has a bulkier look to it. But this one, obviously, we're almost 30 years into the future. Yeah. This one, it has a constant.
Oh, nice.
So you can keep going. These are not now. If this came out in 1993, 1994, this is incredible. This would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome.
Not to talk crap about the one that I have. I love mine, but these are pretty cool. Those of us who are purists and we still like the original ones. It's a classic look to it. You got the Tyrannosaurus on the chest, but yeah, man.
It's funny they have the Tyrannosaurus on the chest on the toys, but in the show,
never.
They didn't have it.
And I remember when I was a kid, I didn't like that. I'm like, why the hell? I at one point almost whited it out because I'm like, I don't like the thing being on the chest.
Right.
But now it's part of the lore. It's part of the toys. So we got the flip.
It's funny they took it off to make it more original.
All the new toys don't have anything like that because they figured kids don't, it's not represented in the show.
Right.
So, when it came to Christmas time, of course, these things were gone. These toys were destroying sales off the shelves. I'll tell you right now. So the first year that these bad boys came out, you couldn't find them anywhere.
No way.
Nowhere to be found. What did I want that year? Of course, I wanted Power Rangers. Didn't get any. Woke up. I don't want to say I had a like a bad Christmas. It was I always had good Christmas. My mom came through and she was clutch. Our Christmas always kicked ass. But I didn't get a Power Ranger. I was just like, all right, well, whatever. It is what it is. Then my brother and I are at my grandmother's house, my mom's mom. My grandmother from my father's side calls my mom and is like, hey, I want to stop by and give the boys their Christmas presents. Cool. My father's side was the more gangster side of our family, if you will.
Okay.
It is what it is. So my grandmother comes outside, pulls up. I believe she had a Cadillac, right, Mike?
Something similar. It was something around that.
A Cadillac. And then says, one by one, you guys gotta come out here. You can't come together. I'm like, what the fuck? All right, cool. I go first. I'm the oldest. I walk out there Christmas morning to my grandmother's Cadillac. She pops open her trunk. What is in this trunk is just boxes upon boxes upon boxes, triangle boxes of Power Ranger toys. I thought I had hit the motherfucking mother load of toys. I'm like, oh my God. Here I am thinking that I didn't get no Power Ranger toys and my grandma's here. And I'm telling you, there's like 20 Red Rangers, Black Ranger, pink, blue, all of them. in multitudes.
Every color. She had everyone in that trunk. I remember that vividly to this day when she popped that trunk.
So she goes to me, pick one. Here comes my fucking greeting. What the fuck? One? Nah, come on. Let me get like 2, 3. She's like, no. I gotta go to your cousin's house. You get to pick one. Okay, fine. I had to go with my boy Jason. That's my dude. Jason, Red Ranger. Okay, I get Jason. What happens?
You go to your brother.
Back. I look at my brother and I tell him, yo, you get Zach. I don't want to get Zach. Oh my God. So he goes and he picks. Who do you pick?
The Blue Ranger.
Billy, the Blue Ranger. That's his favorite.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. It is what it is. So he gets Billy and I start being a little bitch and I start like complaining. Granted, I know I'm spoiled. I'm like, oh, but please, I don't want. So she's like, fine, you could come pick one more, but it's for both of you. This motherfucker already knew it wasn't for both of us.
Yeah.
I go running out there and I get Zach. So I got all 3 boys.
Nice.
Because Tommy wasn't out yet. And Tommy came with the Dragon Zord. He was never sold independently. He only came with the Dragon Zord. So now I got all 3 boys. And that was awesome. And I couldn't believe it. And I'm just there like, what the hell? And to tell you, years later, I'm telling this story to my mom and reminding her. And then, she kind of like fills us in like, well, that side of your family was no shade. No shade. They just, they hustled the way they hustled. They did the way they hustled. But chances are, however, you may think that your grandmother came across a trunk load Power Ranger toys with your adult mind. You're right.
Which, by the way, they were nowhere. Nobody had them at that time.
No, you cannot find these things anywhere.
Yeah.
No way. Not Toys R Us.
Like
Nobody.
She cleaned out every Toys R Us.
Yeah.
That was in Miami.
Not to mention a KB Toy Stores. Remember KB Toy Stores? Nothing. Nobody had these
when
things.
These guys came out down there in Miami, you couldn't find them.
Is the equivalent to, what was that movie? Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Turbo Man.
Uh-huh.
These were the Turbo Mans of 1993.
Absolutely. That's how it was. And you wait in line when the toy store opened, and it was a frenzy just to get in there. And they would laugh at you. Oh, I'm looking for this.
But bro, watching that trunk
Turbo
pop
Man?
like that.
Yeah. So, but here's the best part. Toy wise, this toy was awesome. Then the next year, or actually a few months later, they released the flip heads.
Yeah.
And again, went crazy for those. My mom actually, they must have like learned from the release of these that, okay, we need to have these in massive amounts of quantities. So they were by the buttloads on the shelves. And I believe of those, I got like 3 or 4 of them. So I had all of them that were flipping them. Tommy came with a shield that came apart. When you were flipping his head, you had to take his shield off.
Yeah.
Then that Christmas, the Morpher and Blade Blaster came out. And I was like, oh my God, like, I need that. I need that. God, Santa, Mom, whoever, I need this more than anything in the world. I need it. And that Christmas, bro, when I tell you, I woke up and I saw that long box under the tree and I ripped that bad boy open. And the fucking art on this thing was awesome. On the back, it had like a cutout like situation. You could cut stuff off of the box. Oh my God. I was in fucking literally this Morpher, well, not this particular one, but this one and this bad boy.
It came together as a package, right?
Yes, with all the coins.
Yeah.
And
does that one have the blade on the front? Oh, there you go.
Nice.
So here's a fun fact. So you see this Morpher, this is how it comes in the United States.
Yeah.
It says Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. That's not what the Morpher says on the show. It just says Power Rangers. Like Power Rangers. The other thing is these came upside down.
I remember that. Yeah.
Supposed to be like this.
Right.
But for some reason, the way they put the stickers, it comes like this. So I always found it weird that like whenever like I would play and I'm watching the show, I'm there, I'm just like, I have to like press it over here and it looks wrong. I feel like it should be like this.
Yeah, it should be.
And
like
I
that.
was
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Found out years later that I was right. I thought I was just fucking crazy. But man, when I got this morpher, I did not let that thing go. It was in my book bag. It was in my pocket. It was with me everywhere.
Yeah.
This thing was a little harder to tote, and I could still get away from the mic.
There you go.
That classic 90s laser gun.
Of course. Yeah.
But it also converts into
the sword.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. That's cool. I remember it did that. You could like turn it into the sword.
And then you just.
That's it. And did they ever do that on the show?
Yeah.
They did, right?
Yep.
Did we have more than one? I don't remember.
Morphers?
Or yours was it was just that one, right?
Yeah. Then a few months later, obviously Tommy comes out.
Yes.
The Green Ranger craze takes over.
Yep.
And what does everybody want? The Green Ranger toy that comes with Dragon Zord and
the mother of all Power Rangers toys right here, man.
Yes.
The Dragon Dagger. Oh
this
my God.
Motherfucker right here. We all wanted this. I was not a huge Green Ranger person at first because one, he was a bad guy, and two, I feel like he was taking the smoke away from my boy here. Like, this was my guy.
Yeah.
I thought the Green Ranger looked awesome. I thought that was the rawest looking fucking Power Ranger because of the shield and the armor that he had.
And he went hard on the show, bro, when he was a villain.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he went hard. Like, you as a kid, you're watching that, you're like, no.
I mean, this guy fucking took on all five of them.
Yeah.
Took on
Knocked
Jason.
him out.
Jason was the no one. There's a problem. You guys can't handle it. All right, Jason's going and taking care of himself. Fucks up Jason. Goes into the Megazord.
Destroys all of them.
Megazord. Jumps out and basically Jason's like, you know what? I'll take care of you. He's like, bitch. Throws his fucking dagger. Hits him in the chest and like, come at me. And that's it. And
he went hard, bro.
It was great. So, and then of course, see if I can get this thing to work because this is a little.
There you go.
It has age. It has age on it.
Let me tell you something. That story, from my story, I had the Dragon Dagger, and I'm looking for one. I may get one soon, but it was the toy I wanted. And I remember for Christmas, it was the last toy I opened up, and I go, man, I'm happy, but I wish I had a Dragon Dagger. Oh, maybe in the future. There we go. I wish I had a Dragon Dagger, and I'm like, okay. And so I got one last toy. As I'm opening it up, I see the green and the box and the iconic box. Oh my God. I rip it up and I'm like, I couldn't believe it because I remember I told them they're selling it at Ted's News. There used to be like this, a news place that would sell pogs, comic books, magazines everywhere. It was like a newspapers, and it was in Town and Country. And they would have like stuff in the back behind the cashier, and they had a Dragon Dagger. And I go, Dad, look, it's a Dragon Dagger. That's what I want for Christmas. And I think they got it from there. And it was the most iconic Christmas. I would go outside and summon the Dragon Dagger, stand on the AC, and like just like summon it as best as I can. That thing was iconic, bro.
Yeah,
that was amazing.
The way I got mine was a hand-me-down kind of, because my buddy got one. He was the Green Ranger guy of all of us, and the one that he got, each button on the Dragon Dagger plays a different song, but two of them played the same one, so it was broken. He was an only child, kind of, so he got spoiled. So they were gonna throw this thing away. Like, they weren't even gonna return it. They were gonna just like toss it or whatever. And I think the story how it was told back to me was my mom went to the mom of that kid. That kid was like my best friend from like 4th and 5th grade, and she's like, "Look, I'll buy it off of you because my son Roly really wants it." And the lady like, no, I'll give it to you. My mom being how my mom was, she says, no, I have to give you money for it. Like, I'll buy it off of you. So I don't know what the number amount that they agreed to. We were a single parent supporting 2 kids, going to school and working. My mom was killing it, doing her shit. She was awesome. And I got this dragon dagger. Funny enough, I'm there and I fucking start playing with it. And I realize this one has the same problem that Manny's does. And then I go see Manny, and Manny has a new one that does all 3. And I'm like, this is his. Oh, fuck it. I have a dragon dagger. I don't give
you have a dragon dagger. You didn't care. You're like, I got one.
So,
and funny enough, with that dragon dagger, the reason why it's so memorable to me is because I had just moved to Suncrest in Kendall, and that's how I made my friends that I grew up with, because they were playing Power Rangers, and one of them had my friend Dennis had a Saba, and so my mom told me, hey, there's some kids playing Power Rangers out there. Why don't you go make friends? And I just moved in. I'm like, all right, well, I'll drive around my bike and see. But I brought my dragon dagger because I knew this was going to be a big flex. Like, I was like, bro, watch this. And I'm driving around, and as I'm riding, I go, hey, how you doing? And Dennis, he's holding a Saba, and he's looking at his Saba, and he lights up. He's like, oh, you have a dragon dagger? I'm like, yeah. And that's how I got into the neighborhood friends.
Power Rangers, man, bringing everyone together.
Yo, it's such a great story, and it's personal to me. So that's how I met my friends I grew up with. So it was
the Power Ranger toys. It was just a crazy line. They had the weapons came up, and it was basically you could get each individual weapon. It came in a set, and you could put them all together to make the ultimate blaster. And then they had the Zord, the Megazord, which was amazing. It was it was a transformer. Let's call it what it was. It was Voltron. It was a transformer.
It was a straight
more Voltron than anything, because basically all 5 came together. And I have one incomplete. I'm missing the pterodactyl. But that thing was awesome. And then the Dragon Zord could come apart. It's just the fact that all these Zords, all these toys can come together the same way it does in the show. I was just like, bro, how could they do this? Like, how is it so perfect? It was just we were like just mind blown as kids. Like, I have a Megazord. I have literally 6 toys, 6 individual robots that come together to make one, straight up Voltroning it, and it's just incredible. Now, real quick, before we get off the topic of the Power Ranger toys, because I could talk Power Ranger toys all day, but I want to show you the evolution of the toys, because they, like I said, they are coming out. They came out with a new line. So if you guys remember, I did show this was the first Morpher that we got in 1993. Right?
All right.
Okay. I have a Legacy Morpher, which is a metal one back there. It's there in the center, but I don't take it out. But it's heavy. That one I can't carry. Then Hasbro has this one, which is a little more whatchamacallit, like authentic. Yeah, Power Rangers. The only thing I don't like about this new one is that it makes noise, but then it talks for you too. So I'm not down with the toy talking for you. The whole point of these things is for you to scream out. It's more fun times Tyrannosaurus. Then this one just came out. So Hasbro partnered up with Playmates and said, hey, you guys get this license. I don't know why they keep remaking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but this is the new Morpher for this new generation, for the reignition. And
put that thing closer.
Now, I will say, if this came out when I was a kid, I would have thought this was awesome. But it's compared to the one that we got, ours was better. All right, here's another thing. So obviously it's big and bulky. This thing is for you to clip it on your belt. Smart. Okay. You can't even fucking put your hand back. I mean, I'm a grown ass man, but
it's not meant for adults. It's meant for kids.
But even for a little kid, for you to put your fingers in there, look at this.
Yeah, does that coin come out?
It does. For the last like 3 hours, I've been trying to figure out how to get out here, and I'm just like, you know what? I'll figure it out later. I'll YouTube it.
Okay, but it's supposed to come out.
Yeah, I have all 5 coins down there.
Okay,
and like I said, I got all the flip heads of this new line, which is these guys right here.
Nice.
And they're fine. They look cool. They're cool. So But
Very
yeah,
cool.
Power Ranger toys. I mean, we could come back and talk about Power Ranger toys all day.
Definitely.
But Power Ranger toys was just a huge thing for us. There's a reason why I have a whole section back there of Power Ranger toys. And let's not forget, I have a bunch of stuff about Tommy. I have a Tommy figure back there, White Ranger Saba. I don't have a Saba. I need to get a Saba.
I had a Saba after that, and I pitched a fit in FAO Schwartz, which is a famous toy store in New York City, and they sold it for $50 in 1995. Imagine $50 in 1995. That's like $120.
So, fun fact: if you find one complete in box now, and the box is a little ding, you're probably spending $50 to $60 still. And if it's a
really, it's not
box one, you're probably spending $100.
Really, I thought it'd be a lot more.
But yeah, man, that is Power Ranger toys. We talked about some Power Ranger toys. We're gonna have to come back and jump on that because Power Rangers. I mean, Power Rangers. It could be a whole episode, but we're gonna roll on. What's the next thing we got going?
We got memes of the week.
Oh, everyone's favorite memes of the week.
Everyone's favorite.
These are memes that we get throughout the weeks that just kind of just stick. Like once we see them, like, oh yeah, that definitely. I mean, granted, most of them they're all retro related, but
yeah,
memes of the week are we get 5 memes sent to us and just decide that we're gonna talk to you guys. We'll put them up here and then we'll talk about them for a little bit. Let's go ahead and jump into the memes of the week.
For sure.
So on screen we have right now. If you didn't watch Tiny Toon Adventures after school, we can't be friends. And you know what? Facts.
That's facts. For sure.
Now, I will say this about Tiny Toons. One, theme song, absolute fucking banger.
Yes.
Absolute
iconic
fucking banger.
Yes.
Like it hit. It just fucking hit. Other thing I'll tell you is love Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is awesome. But to me, and this may be blasphemous, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Tiny Toons to me during the 90s was way more entertaining.
Makes sense.
More entertaining. Looney Tunes was, it was for I believe my parents watched Looney Tunes.
Yeah, it was an older. I don't
want it to be said that I love Looney Tunes. But when Tiny Toons, granted, this was like directed for me. It was made like I was the target demographic. Right. Bro, Tiny Toons just fucking slapped so hard and was funny. Babs and Buster, just fucking. I believe I had a video game of them. I had 2 video games. One was an adventure game, and another one was like a sports game. But Tiny Toon Adventures, bro, every day after school, Tiny Toons was it. Yeah. And what I hate is I've tried to watch this recently. I cannot find it. I could find like some backdoor website, not backdoor, but like some like not official websites, and it looks like shit.
Right.
And then like HBO Max has like they tried doing a new version of it and it absolutely sucks ass.
No, but they might as well leave it, put it on their HBO Max streaming, the original.
I don't know why they just don't put that one, because a lot of retro stuff gets watched like crazy. And instead of making a new one, just put this one. And I promise you, this shit will fucking hit.
What about Animaniacs?
Hulu.
Okay. All right. So,
but Animaniacs was a response to Tiny Toons, right?
Yeah, because Tiny Toons was WB. Yeah,
they're in the same family.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they come out of the WB, the Warner Brothers.
They're literally called the Warner Brothers. Yeah, and their Warner sister dot.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's the first meme. It has the Tiny Toons on there, the whole gang on that screen, and it basically says, if you didn't watch Tiny Toons Adventures after school, we can't be friends. And to be honest, no, we don't want you here.
Yeah,
get out.
Exactly.
You didn't watch Tiny Toons? Get out of here.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
Oh, this was good.
Oh my god.
All right. So for those of you listening, it says cartoons in the 90s had no business going this hard. And it has a series of cartoons, starting off with Batman the Animated Series, Spider-Man, Gargoyles. What's the other one right there? X-Men, Ninja Turtles. So what are those bottom ones? Can you tell me, Roly?
Street Sharks, Sailor Moon,
and
Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Z.
And Dragon Ball Z.
These cartoons were, I mean, each one of these is a solid banger.
Oh yeah.
Batman the Animated Series, possibly one of the greatest animated cartoons ever
made. ever. Like, I'm
Animation
dying on that
wise,
hill.
music wise, writing wise, everything about that anime series is perfect. Spider-Man, the animated series,
another good
from
one.
the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. Perfect. So much so, here's a little fun fact. Ended on a cliffhanger. Peter Parker was going to go find Mary Jane. Just announced yesterday. And this is going to come out about 2 weeks later. They are finishing that story. And they're going to tell you in a comic book series that's coming out soon how Peter Parker, what he did, where he went, how he found her. Because if you remember, if you watch X-Men 97, Peter Parker and Mary Jane are watching the TV, which this takes place in 1997. Spider-Man takes place in 1994.
Right. It's just a comic book.
Yes. And another tidbit I'll say about one of these cartoons, and we'll move to the next one. Gargoyles, an absolute gem of a show.
Such a great show.
Banger.
So so overlooked as a show. And here's the fucking craziest reason why it got canceled. Do you know why it got canceled?
I don't.
Okay. So if you remember correctly, this show was the second season, I believe, was 1994. There was a massive thing going on in the world when this show was airing.
Oh,
and during its time slot, the whole world was watching something else, and it was taking from the ratings. What do you remember what was going on?
The O.J. Simpson trial.
The O.J. Simpson trial.
That's right.
So because of the O.J. Simpson trial and viewership being at an all-time low for that time slot, Gargoyles suffered and they canceled it. And dude, Gargoyles was a fucking novela of a show. Like this was freaking like drama show. Like, dude, action. That whole thing with Xanatos and Goliath and how they trusted him and then he like betrayed them and he made that mech suit. It was very reminiscent of Superman and Lex, kind of from Smallville. And then Xanatos makes that suit that looks like Goliath and reminds me of Lex's mech suit. Like it was just crazy. And then when they brought and their names being like New York names, that show, oh my God, what a fucking miss. Like we got so fucked when they canceled this show because of that bullshit. Like, yo, it was just destined to fail because it was just like, dude, it was just killer. I recently found this information and I could not believe that the O.J. Simpson trial was why
was worldwide watching that thing. And Gargoyles like suffered. So
but with that being said, this is the second meme. I'll read it to you guys one more time. Cartoons in the 90s had no business going this hard. And on that screen, we have Batman the Animated Series, Spider-Man the Animated Series, Gargoyles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Get the fuck out of here. X-Men. Come on. We got Dragon Ball Z, Street Sharks, which Street Sharks are not talked enough anywhere. Like Street Sharks needs their time to shine. And Sailor Moon. Another thing I'll say about all of these, again, we have to do a segment. Every fucking theme song is a banger.
Yep.
Some are non-verbal, some are instrumentals, and they're still fucking bangers. To the point, I jam to maybe like 2 or 3 of these motherfuckers.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Give me the next meme.
All right. Oh, remember this bad boy.
Yo, so this
good story about that.
This meme has has a good story. All right. So on right now, the meme in front of us right now reads, back when I was a kid, if you had this in your house, your family was touching some serious paper. Serious paper. The big boys had this. The ballers had this. Like, this was, you had money. Like you were considered you had money or you were a drug dealer. We are from Miami.
One of the two.
So I see this TV, and yes, I think the same thing. The people who had this TV, funny enough, now that I'm actually going back, the people who I'm thinking of, I believe their dads were dabbling in those things. And in my brother and I, the neighborhood we lived in, we had 2 very prominent drug dealers in our neighborhood.
And they have these TVs,
like Scarface, like
and they have these TVs,
high, like top dudes, and they were on the news and everything. But anyways, so this TV, fun fact, my brother has always been somebody who takes shit apart and puts it back together. He just likes breaking shit and taking it apart and putting it together. Hence why he's like an engineer. And funny enough, if I ever needed to do something or fix something or of any of that sort, I would go to him first. Now that I live up here, I actually do it myself. And I still can't believe to the day that I take apart video game consoles, toys, and I fix all these things. I don't know if it's in our genetic code. But anyways, my brother finds one of these in the garbage and rolls
one of these big
yes,
TVs.
It was literally in front of somebody's house to be fucking thrown away. He calls me and another friend. I want to say Georgie, maybe Omar. And like, yo, I need your guys' help to bring this TV into the house. I'm just like, bro. So we go, I think we grabbed like a wooden, like kind of like a skateboard type thing that my grandfather had he had an office in the house, put this bitch on that thing and rolled it into my grandma's house, into the hallway and into the room that he and I were sharing. This room can't be any bigger than 10 by 10.
And this thing took up the entire thing. I mean,
10 by 10 room, maybe 12 by 10, not a big room. So he brings it in. I'm like, yo, this shit is garbage. Somebody threw it out. So he starts fucking around with it. Me and my friends leave. We come back in and this shit's on. I don't know what he did. It's 3 bulbs because these things were like
they're projectors.
Projectors.
Yeah,
they were projectors.
He got them to work somehow. And now we have this big ass motherfucking TV in our little ass fucking bedroom. And I'm like, yo, we got to throw the 64 on this bitch.
Bro.
We threw the 64 on it. Bro, everyone come over. And so mind you, you come in, you walk into the room, the TV's right there in front of a closet. So you can't get into that closet anymore. And then there's this much space between the TV and the bed. And it's TV and bed.
So that's it. You're all sitting on the bed. That's right.
Well, fuck it. I said to my grandma, I'm like, yo, can we put this in the living room? She's like, no. I'm like, what? It's so stupid for us to have in the room. Yeah. All right, you guys don't want a big TV? Whatever. But yeah, we had this shit in our room because somebody tossed it out. My brother fixed it, and it became the fucking. All I remember was playing Smash Brothers on this thing. Just hours and hours of Smash Brothers on that motherfucker.
And I remember when we got into our Roly playing football and me DJing, we had you could say it was like a storage room, but it was like, it was huge. It was like a 30 by 30, like huge room.
Mm-hmm. So it was built essentially like a storage for my grandfather's business.
Oh, okay.
But essentially it could have been like a little apartment. It could have been like an apartment from how big it was. It just didn't have plumbing, which they were going to try to put plumbing in it. And it didn't have an air conditioner. Eventually later on, we kind of finagled it, and I used to sleep in there, and I lived in it for a bit. But yeah, we made a fucking clubhouse in the back out of that room with that TV.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. Because it had power. Right?
Well, I would run an extension.
Yeah, we ran an extension.
I would run an extension every day across the backyard.
We would be playing football with Chris. I'll be playing football in front of the house, street football, where we get to the car and everyone gets out of the way. Yeah. And then we would hear him behind the house DJing. He had 3 records: fucking Mystical, Get Your Freak On. What was the third one? I always forget the third one.
Well, there was more than 3, but
when you started, you only had 3 records.
I had Jay-Z, one of the Jay-Z songs. I don't remember which one it was.
And then all day you just hear him mixing between those 3. So we'd hear the Mystical instrumental with Missy Elliott's Get Your Freak On.
Nice.
But anyways, we're losing the trace. So the meme reads, back when I was a kid, if you had this in your house, your family was touching some serious paper. And it's that massive 90s projection TV. Let's go to the next one. Another TV one.
Another TV version, but this is straight up facts. So this says, Mike, you read it because I can't read it. Can you read it?
It says, this TV survived 3 console, 2 lightning storms, and 8 different kids screaming over Mario Kart. Yep. And it's a picture of a TV with a SNES on the top with all the games on top.
Yeah.
They just made them. I mean, those things survived, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Survived.
Yeah. Those little TVs that had like the numbers like light up on the side of the screen
and
were just something else.
Yeah.
Those things were made by fucking prophets, by fucking Mayans or fucking aliens that made the pyramids.
Just lasted.
Those TVs lasted forever.
Yeah, good luck getting a TV nowadays to last that long.
Yeah, well, essentially, you could buy these TVs and they're still working as if the first day. That's why they're going for like $150, 100.
Because everybody wants like that retro look.
Retro.
They want, yeah, for sure. Roly, we still want a wooden TV that's on the ground, right?
So I have been playing with the idea. I've been thinking about putting that wood floor TV here for my retro stuff and moving this stuff over here, but that's a conversation for another day. But I'm playing with the idea because I want to have that retro setup with the consoles on top and stuff like that. But anyways, is that the last one or we have another one?
No, we have one more.
One more. Oh my!
Of course.
Goodness. I don't even think this is a thing now. I mean, I know it is, but not. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the last meme. And man, if you are in 80s, 90s, maybe I'll give you 2000 guys some credit. If you know what this is, awesome. All right. So the meme reads, kids these days will never understand how hard we battled for these ribbons. And these ribbons are none other than the field day ribbons
that
we would get in elementary school. Oh my God. What a motherfucking flex it was to get one of those first places. You got that first place?
You were flexing it.
Pin that shit right here.
Right here. With a little safety pin. Right here.
Bro, staple that shit to my fucking chest.
It was a
statement
piece, bro.
And if you got that third piece, you are getting that third place. Again, I get it. Everything now is participation awards, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. First place is the way to go. Second place, all right. Yeah, everything below third. Bro, our generation, if you got third or below, is there a fourth and fifth place there? Yeah,
there is.
We only had first, second, and third. That's what I remember.
No, we had. I believe
fourth and fifth.
We had fourth and fifth. You get third and below, you crying. You are straight up.
You're not
first and second are talking shit the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers.
Yeah, Nelly all day. 2 nobody. What is it? 2 is not a winner.
2 is not a winner and 3 nobody remembers.
You're second. You're the first place loser, bro.
Yep.
For sure. The other bro, 1 and 2. After that day's over and you're not wearing that shit anymore, that shit's going on your fucking book bag. Yep. You are reminding everybody all year that you're that dude.
And what was it? What were the obstacles that we had to do to get?
So you had the fucking the one with the relay with the tube.
Oh, the relay race.
The
baton race. I believe they had the thing with the monkey bars.
Yes. Okay.
There was dodgeball, I believe, wasn't there?
Yes, there was dodgeball. There was jump rope. There was jump rope.
There was the basketball one where you had to shoot from all the different points.
Yes, there was like different points on the court. I remember that one for sure.
Was there
a mile run or something like that?
There was a mile run, and they had tug of war too, but I don't know how you placed on tug of war. But I remember it would be like your whole class versus another whole class.
Yeah,
in tug of war.
Yeah,
but my dude, field day, it was serious.
Field day ribbons, bro.
I don't think it's. There's no way that they take that shit as serious as we did back then.
No, I don't think so.
Again, I don't. Maybe there is a first place, but after that, everything is just like a participation, and I hate that participation shit. I know. It's just because of how I was raised.
I mean, it's the way we were raised, and that's how it was. I mean, I don't remember anybody flexing the third place ribbon at all.
Yo, the minute they give you that third place, toss that shit. That is not a fucking flex.
I remember getting a third place. Being Roly's brother in the 90s was really hard because that man right there is the most competitive person that I've ever met in my life. So for me to win, I mean, and we talk about this all the time. I can't win in anything. Uno, in Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. Bro, he is the most competitive person that I know.
And if I lose, the next time you see me, I won't lose. I will fucking dedicate every hour that I have to whatever it was that we were doing that I lost in, and I will never lose again. Never lose again. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was a bit long, but those are your memes of the week. This last one reads was basically about field day and the first place, second place, third place. We're not getting those fucking ribbons. Like kids these days will never understand how
they
hard
have
we
them there.
battled for these ribbons. Like we fought hard.
Yeah, we did.
So what are we doing next, fellas?
Deep
we
dive
can
into
do what we wanna do in live color.
Oh my God. That is our next segment, my man.
And I will say the reason why we're talking about living color is we've done 2 memes of the week, and each week there was an in living color meme. And I was like, bro, we gotta talk about living color because in living color was so impactful to like our television watching.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sorry,
it was
in the 90s. I get it. There was already a comedy sketch show. Saturday Night Live is iconic.
Yeah,
it's the longest running like show ever, and it's lasted the test of time. So many comedians have come from there that we still watch to this day. I mean, Adam Sandler is still one of like the greatest to come out of there. Dan Aykroyd, Chevy Chase, like Phil Hartman. Like, there's so many people, but in living color, what just eclipsed Saturday Night Live when it was on, and it had such a short run, but we got the icons, so many icons from this show. Again, probably one of the highest paid actors of the 90s, Jim Carrey.
I mean,
Jim Carrey had that 1 year, 1994, where he just absolutely fucking owned the box office.
You should see. I mean, the Jamie Foxx, who was with him on In Living Color, was talking. I think I saw an interview with Howard Stern, and he was like saying, he's like, he was talking to Jim Carrey, and Jim Carrey in 1994, before Pet Detective came out, he says, "Hey, you want to see something?" So yeah, and he saw the movie, and he goes, "I just want to shake your hand right now because I'm not going to be able to shake your hand ever again, because I knew that was going to be a banger, even though critics destroyed it."
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I went to a theater and everybody was on the floor laughing.
Yeah,
I knew that was going to be a hit.
So let me read you a little tidbit about In Living Color. In Living Color is an American sketch comedy television series that originally ran on Fox from 1990 to 1994. 4 years. It was only on, it feels like a lot longer, but it was only on for 4 years. Keenan Ivory Wayans created it, wrote and starred in the program. The show was produced by him, which is his company, Ivory Way Productions, and was associated with 20th Television and was taped on Stage 7. Now, this show was his baby. And of course, I don't know if you know the history with Keenan Ivory Wayans or the Wayans family in general. They have a bad history of like the head wigs making bad deals with them and essentially taking what's theirs and doing their own thing to it. Again, the Scary Movies.
Yep.
The first 2, great. They wanted to do something different. The studio went against what they wanted to do, and then the studio kept it. Same thing happened here. So the funny thing about the name In Living Color, the title of the series was inspired by NBC's announcement of broadcast being presented in living color during the 1960s. Prior to mainstream color television, it also refers in the sense of the term person of color to the fact that most of the show's cast was African American, unlike popular sketch comedy shows like Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live did have its African American representation, but not to the level of In Living Color.
Correct.
But man, so many skits on that show. Again, you have Jim Carrey, Keenan Ivory Wayans, David Allen Greer, Tommy Davidson, the entire Wayans family. There's not one of them that is not capable of making you basically shit your pants laughing.
Absolutely.
But so many, and the skits on that thing, like you had the guys that's like, "Oh, where's my card?" Bam! He'll pull out the card. But it's just so many great skits. Now, I did pull what I thought. This is a personal list. It's not a list that's like ranked anywhere. And whoever doesn't like my list, fuck you. Give me your list. Tell me what you think is the best one. But this is the list that I think, like the ones that stick to me. All right. So I'm gonna tell you the 5 best skits that I like from A Living Color, and you tell me if you think any different. So first, again, related to the memes, Fire Marshal Bill.
Sorry.
Let me show you something.
Let me show you something.
This guy had me fucking cracking up, dude. Every time he fucking exploded and that ragdoll fucking flew across the screen, killed me. Killed me at his face. The way he would like manipulate his face to be up, bro. He killed me with that. My brother's favorite, Homie the Clown.
Oh yeah.
Homie don't play that. Pop! Bro, the minute he pulled out that sock, and he's there with all the little kids. Obviously, they're not little kids. They're the actors playing little kids. But the second he's there and somebody says something stupid, bro, the way the noise of the impact, he must have said to them, "I'm gonna whack the shit out of you." Like, after the punchline, brace yourself.
Yeah,
you're about to get the shit rocked out of you with this fucking sock, and it was just a sock with another sock inside of it. He just swung that thing and caught him. I want to say Tommy Davidson is the one that caught most of those. He was in most of the skits with Damon Wayans playing Homie the Clown, and man, he just kept catching it. I remember thinking, bro, this guy must like, he must tell Damon Wayans, bro, like I need you to ease up, bro.
Yeah,
but Homie the Clown, that's the second one. Third one, part of another meme that we did, Men on Film. This is the one with with Damon Wayans and David Alan Grier, where they're basically a gay version of Siskel and Ebert. They're there with their little hats to the side, sitting on that like director's chair, or their arms and their legs all crossed, and basically they review all the movies, and they're like, hated it. And whenever they approved of a movie, they gave you the little dance, the 2 snaps and a twist. Like it's so funny. And the reasons why they hated movies was hilarious. Like they would go into like the stupidest details. But now you had a movie that had like a good-looking guy, and it's like, oh, in this one, Denzel absolutely killed it. Don't get me started. Like they would go off. There, bro. There it is. Bro, killed me. And these are things they wouldn't do on Saturday Night Live.
No,
it was too risque. Like you cannot play gay on Saturday Night Live in the 90s. No. And then you have these two guys, heterosexual as hell, but they played it awesome. Like it great. And me being a kid watching out, I thought it was hilarious. Didn't see anything wrong with it. It was absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So that's that one. The next one, I mean, who doesn't remember Wanda with Jamie Foxx?
Oh my God, who doesn't?
That character is what launched Jamie Foxx to me.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
It took a while for me to watch Jamie Foxx and not think of Wanda, because he'd be in movies, he would do stand up. I'm just like, it's Wanda. Like he's not making the face, and I still see it.
Yeah,
but for sure. Once Jamie Foxx, after his show, and he was then started producing a banger of movies, forget about it. We were like, Jamie Foxx was Jamie Foxx. He was no longer Wanda, but
when he did it, I remember the first time I think it was Love Connection, right? When that sketch Love Connection. Yeah. Oh my God. They hadn't, and fun fact, they hadn't seen him yet as Wanda. They were all like, and so each reaction was genuine. Like, I remember David Alan Grier like laughing, like he's hugging Jim Carrey, and he's like, I can't control. It's like, But the funniest was Tommy Davidson.
Do you remember what his, I guess his catchphrase was?
No, what was it?
I'm gonna rock your world.
Yes. With the lip smack and everything.
Now, the last skit. Oh my God, this one's gonna be. It's so controversial. Oh my God, whatever. We're talking about the 90s, so I'm applying 90s rules here. None of this sensitivity stuff that's going on. Whatever. Just cancel this, I guess. The last one was Handyman.
Yep,
I got it.
Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Okay, so Handyman is David Wayans, and he's handicapped, and oh my god, he all right. You could not do this one on Saturday Night Live, and yes, today this will not be on TV. But oh my god, this thing was ridiculous.
It was.
David Wayans comes on there. He's going around, his hands are all because he's handicapped. Handyman is not short for a handyman that could fix things. He's a handicapped superhero. And these skits were so fucking funny, dude. He's not making fun. Whatever. It's the 90s, bro. It was hilarious.
It was a different time.
He didn't disrespect anybody. It was just funny. It was not pointed at anyone. It was just to make people laugh. And there are times where you could tell like the people in the skits are fighting to not laugh.
Yeah.
Now, another thing that I came across while talking to my great co-host and my lovely producer. And my producer, I hold you to a higher standard when it comes to information.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So growing up, there's a movie that my brother and I would watch all the time called Blank Man.
Yeah.
And Blank Man is a fucking great movie starring Damon Wayans and David Allen Greer. Watched Blank Man all the time. There's a summer where all we did was watch Blank Man. Earlier today, Tony tells me, yeah, Blank Man's a skit that was on Saturday Night Live, and it rolled. I'm sorry,
In Living Color.
On In Living Color.
Yeah,
and it rolled into a movie. And I was like, no, wrong.
Yeah,
and I
I'm
was
like, what are you talking about? Yes,
I'm using it
like,
with Handyman because there's a similarity in the look, and it's Damon Wayans. But Blank Man is its own thing. They never did Blank Man on the show.
I was today years old when I found it.
Me too, because we both said the same thing.
And then, my disappointment in my own blood down there when he's like, yeah, Blank Man is a skit from Saturday Night, from In Living Color. And I was like, you know what? Last week's episode, I was wrong about the timeline of the movies of Ghost and Point Break. It's possible. It's possible that I'm wrong. It's possible. So let me use the little Google and see what Google says. Google, was Blank Man a skit on Living Color? No, motherfuckers. It was not. I know this. And down there, little producer bubble, I was just like, dude, we watched In Living Color all the time. And we spent an entire summer watching Blank Man. How could you confuse that? And I just, it is what it is. I get it. I am a movie buff, a movie guy. Like, such a great movie. Oh my God. I love that movie. So simple. It's a simple concept. But there's Blank Man and other guy. But we watched this movie so much. And when you guys were just like, yeah, it's a skit. I'm like, no, guys, that's Handyman. And granted, there is a scene, I guess, is why you guys confused Handyman and Blank Man.
J5.
J5, what's happening to me?
Okay. Context for those who haven't watched Blank Man. If you haven't, go watch it right now.
J5. What's happening?
Damon Wayans' character, Blank Man, is a virgin. So anytime a woman touches him, he gets excited. And this starts happening to him. Mind you, the woman in the movie is Robin Givens, who was just hot as hell.
Fine.
Hot as hell.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, J5. So I could see how this scene and Handyman there can be a confusion, but
okay.
But
J5, what's happening to me?
But
oh man, what a great movie. That was a great movie.
God, that's a great movie.
That really is.
But yeah, In Living Color, so many bangers. That is the list right there of like at least to me, the top 5 skits. There's a
For sure.
bunch of other skits I can
There
talk
is.
about, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna go through them again. It's Fire Marshal Bill, Homie the Clown, Man on Film, Jamie Foxx's Wanda, Handyman is just
Yeah. And then you're forgetting about all the music parodies, like Jim Carrey's Vanilla Ice,
Vanilla
Tommy
Ice.
Jameson's MC Hammer, like again Jim Carrey's Canadian, the Informer, like oh my god,
he
they
does
were
the Popeye thing.
yeah, skippity
Yeah. Oh my god, just In Living Color was just, I'm sorry, from 1990 to 1994, Saturday Night Live could not compete with them.
No,
there's no way. And In Living Color, I want to say, I'll look it up right now. I believe In Living Color was only half an hour. I don't think they had a full hour.
Really?
Yeah. 22 to 24 minutes.
Wow.
So they fit in all those skits. Maybe we should take a lesson from them, because we can't fucking fit.
We can't fit.
We can't do everything in an hour.
We can't do anything in an hour. This shit's run late as fuck.
I mean, here's the thing. SNL had an hour and a half to do their skits.
Hour and a half.
But Living Color, Fox is like, we're going to give you 22 minutes.
22. Remember, the shows were half an hour, but accounting for commercials.
And stuff.
22 to 24 minutes. And they were fucking killing us.
And I believe there's a history with In Living Color, the very first episode, and the Super Bowl.
I do not know.
Yeah, there's something.
The one thing I do know is once. All right, so I believe Keenan Ivory Wayans and all the Wayans family, the last season of A Living Color, they're nowhere to be seen.
Yeah.
And then it gets canceled 1994. And the following year in October, In Living Color no longer exists, but now you have Mad TV. So essentially, In Living Color became Mad TV. And if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3 people from In Living Color ended up being on Mad TV. That was the thing.
So check this out. Here's a little tidbit for In Living Color for you. So in the In Living Color halftime show, prior to 1993, Super Bowl halftime shows were not popular culture spectacles like they are today. They usually had themes such as Winter Magic, 1992 Winter Olympics, Bebop, whatever. And in 1992, Fox decided to air a live episode of In Living Color. It hits comedy sketch show starring Jim Carrey and the Wayans brothers, among others, to compete with the halftime programming on CBS, which was airing the game. The In Living Color episode drew over 20 million viewers and sparked changes to the Super Bowl halftime show moving forward. It was that episode where the NFL was like, okay, we're not going to lose viewership anymore. We're going to bring in, I believe, the next year. Don't correct me if I'm wrong, Michael Jackson for the halftime show.
Yeah.
So unbelievable. Little tidbit for In Living Color there.
Crazy.
Yes, Michael Jackson did do the halftime show in 1993.
In the following year.
Yeah.
So NFL is like, we're not playing games anymore. We ain't going to lose 20 million viewers anymore. We're bringing in Michael Jackson.
All because of In Living Color.
Yep. Crazy.
In Living Color, ladies and gentlemen. If you did not watch In Living Color in the 90s, shame on you. Go find it. Go watch it. I promise you, as long as you're not one of those people that are immediately offended by every fucking thing that you see. If you are a 90s person, or you like that era of stuff, go watch In Living Color. If you're hardened to the 90s shell that we are, I promise you will be rolling around laughing.
Yeah, it was such a great show. It's such a great show.
So, but that does it for that segment. In Living Color, go check it out. It's
for
awesome.
sure.
I believe we have one more thing to talk about.
Video game spotlight.
Not
gonna do movie spotlight. Video game spotlight.
We're doing video games today.
Yes, today, and today's video game we're talking about Killer Instinct.
Killer Instinct.
Yep.
This game right here, we've been doing a lot of Mortal Kombat talk. Mortal Kombat has been at the tip of our lips the past, I want to say, 2 episodes. There's a lot of Mortal Kombat stuff going on. But now when I tell you Street Fighter really, I don't think Street Fighter gave Mortal Kombat a run for its money.
Yeah.
This one, on the other hand, definitely did, because the fighting style, the fighters themselves, the combo system in this game was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like this one right here, like you see how it has like the CD, it comes with the audio CD like of the soundtrack, was fucking banger. Now, I was proven wrong today in a personal conversation that you and I had. I was under the influence that this came out on Super Nintendo first and then was an arcade. That's how my brain perceived this.
Us too.
According to Google, which I'm a faithful Googler. Like I that when once I give my facts and I prove and I tell somebody and then I have to prove them wrong with, because people, you're not gonna believe a person, you're gonna believe a fucking computer. I go to Google and I'm like, okay, check this out. And there's my answer. The same thing I just fucking told you is there. But this is one of those times where I was wrong. According to Google. According to Google, Killer Instinct was an arcade first. And then it came out on the Super Nintendo.
I had no idea.
But man, this game, the combo system was crazy. And then like they've prided themselves on that, because the second you go into it, you hear combo, and then if you fucking block and break somebody's combo, that guy comes out, he announces it with all the fucking stigma of a fucking like ring announcer, combo breaker, like and you're just like right there with the head, you're like, yeah, bitch, fuck your combo.
Yeah, I remember those combos. It was like probably one of the first fighting games that had combos where you could hit them multiple times. It wasn't because like, you couldn't do it in Street Fighter, you couldn't do it in Mortal Kombat. This would be like one of the first, at least from when I remember.
Well, Street Fighter did have combos, but not to the point where you could link them and it was counted. Like in Killer Instinct, you were doing combos, like there was a combo counter. And it was telling you how many hits you were putting in that combo. So you want to get that number up there. And some people would use cheat ass characters like fucking what's his name? Cinder. I think he would just come off of the floor and just keep hitting you with the uppercuts. But yeah, dude, I remember one of my boys was an absolute fucking animal with what's his name? TJ Combo, the boxer.
Yeah.
Bro. This guy would fucking like, I hated when we were going there because my guy was Fugor. Was that his name? Fugor? Yeah. Him right there, the one that's on the screen. I would go in there and that was my dude. I had like this spinning combo situation. I was fucking people up with him. But dude, the minute this guy, my boy, fucking pick TJ Combo, forget about it. It was over. And he was and it was so quick. This game was just ridiculous. Again, the look of this game. So remember, we're going from Mortal Kombat, which has real people being like filmed and all stuff like that. Street Fighter was like animated, and then these dudes are 3D like molded.
Yeah.
Such a crazy, crazy look.
Yeah.
Again, the fighting system on here, I feel was it did like, to me, control wise, it felt a little more fluid, almost like Mortal Kombat. It wasn't the same fluidity that you got from Street Fighter. Again, I feel like people are gonna think that we shit on Street Fighter. Street Fighter is a great game. I love
Street Fighter. Let's not take it. Yeah, Street Fighter is a great game.
Street Fighter was a great fighting game, but Mortal Kombat was my shit all the way through.
Mine too.
Mortal Kombat 1 and 2, that I owned those motherfucking games. And Mortal Kombat, you came over, we are doing Mortal Kombat. Again, I've said before, I didn't have a Super Nintendo. I would go to my friend's house, and this game, I remember my boy Keith got this game, and boy, were we fucking playing the shit out of it. And then again, to me, I thought this came out first. And then I would go to the arcades and I'm like, oh shit, look, they have a Killer Instinct arcade. And I'd go there and I'd fuck people up on the arcade until somebody came and knocked me out. But this game was so fucking wild, dude. Like, so crazy.
Yeah.
Did you I know you were a Genesis person, but did you have
no, like you, funny enough, like you, my friend Dennis had Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo, and that was my first introduction to Killer Instinct. I had Mortal Kombat at Sega Genesis, but I didn't have Killer Instinct. Well, we would go to his house and say, well, I got Killer Instinct, and we would play Killer Instinct, and that was my introduction to it. And that's how I was like, oh wow, okay. And it was a pretty good game. It was comparable, I mean, I don't think it surpassed Mortal Kombat, in my opinion. In my opinion, I think it was a good second. And
it was definitely a good game to give Mortal Kombat like a little like, oh, we're in the same field as you. We're there with you.
Right.
We got some pretty crazy characters. The combos, it was a bit gruesome. I believe it had blood as well. So, but here's a little factoid for it. Killer Instinct is a fighting game series that originated in arcades in 1994. The game was developed by Rare and published by Midway. Midway, same people who did Mortal Kombat and Nintendo. It was a critical and commercial success, known for its innovative graphics, the 3D play, and the soundtrack, again, which we mentioned. Killer Instinct was unique for its time, featuring detailed graphics, diverse characters, and gameplay elements like 2 life bars and auto doubles for auto combos. That combo system, I'm telling
that's
you.
That's what it was known for.
That was the next, and then going forward, fighting games
had combos.
Had linkable combos with a combo counter.
Yeah.
For instance, you go into another fighting game that's absolutely amazing, Marvel vs. Capcom.
Oh,
that game has the combos in that game are ridiculous. Ridiculous.
I remember them. Yeah.
But Killer Instinct, man, this game was so fire. Like I want to tell you, when Killer Instinct came out, I probably was for a short time like fiending to play this game over Mortal Kombat. Because Mortal Kombat, it was new. It was the new thing. The like they said, that look, that 3D graphics look was so sick.
Yeah,
the characters looked dope. Like everything about that game looked so fire. There were shirts. I wanted the shirts. I wanted the Killer Instinct logo, that K and I. Forget about it, dude.
Forget it.
So sick. Such a sick game.
So that's the video game spotlight of the podcast.
And I will say one last thing. The cartridge for Super Nintendo was black.
That's right.
Yep.
All other cartridges were gray. I believe Maximum Carnage was red, and this one was black. And just seeing a black NES, SNES cartridge, it was just so dope. It was just like,
what do you think it took to convince Nintendo to do that?
I would almost dare say they probably had a hand in suggesting that. Like, we need this to stand out, because they had a hand. Like, Nintendo was part of the people that made the game. So they're like, yo, in order to separate us from Mortal Kombat, another thing we could do is black cartridge. Let's go.
Wow.
And cartridge. I wish I knew we were going to talk about this. I have 2 downstairs for the business. That black cartridge is clean, dude.
It stands out.
Yeah.
And they did a good job for sure. So.
Yes, like you said, that is the video game spotlight. Did you play Killer Instinct? Who was your character? Were you linking those combos? Were you a cheating motherfucker and just putting people in corners and straight up uppercutting? Let us know in the comments.
There you go. So that'll do it, my man. That was a good episode. That was a pretty good episode. We talked some good stuff, bro.
I mean, here's the thing about retro. Here's the thing about experiences. You could get lost talking about these things.
Yes, sir.
Because my experience, and again, me and my brother, we did a lot of the experience where we're together, but then you have your experience, and it's 3 point of views, 2 point of views, 1 point of view, and we all experience this completely different. Again, there are some similarities that might come up because we all grew up at the same time. Power Ranger toys, the whole Killer Instinct game being an arcade first. You guys thinking that Blank Man was a fucking skit on A Living Color, and me having to fucking smack you up with the fucking truth.
I was today years old.
Yes. The trunk popping of Power Ranger toys.
You guys want to see what I got?
The trunk, bro. If you're bro, that, and it's only in Miami, maybe New York too, but only in Miami does your grandmother pull up in a Cadillac, open it up, 1993, and there's nothing but a wave of Power Ranger toys.
I wouldn't eventually guess that your grandmother got a jump on the game, that she knew about it. It's like, I'm going to get the whole collection. I'm going to double myself.
I can't talk about certain things that happen during those times.
During those times, yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, we have families now, so we can't talk about this thing. If I ever preview you to any of this information, I need a new co-host.
Good to know. Let's just leave it there.
Yeah, that's going to do it for this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to go ahead and say thank you to everyone who has been watching and listening. We really appreciate it. We see the likes. We see the subscriptions going up. Again, we are on all socials. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. Wherever you're taking this in, do like, subscribe, and comment, because it will help us push out so we could get more of these out to you.
And don't forget to follow us on all of our socials. Roly's Retro Room, Tony in Retro. I am DJ Mikey Mix. And that'll be it for today, ladies and gentlemen.
That'll do it. Y'all have a good one. Let's kick it.